Today is a day my family has thought about very often over the last 14 years.
Tonight, we're finally getting some answers in a murder case that gripped central Iowa back in 2011. Thanks for joining us at 6 o'clock on We Are Iowa Plus. I'm Emily Carlson. A lot of people remember when Ashley Okland, a West Des Moines realtor, was shot to death at an open house in broad daylight. Tonight, this woman is charged with her murder. Kristen Ramsey is in the Dallas County Jail on a $2 million bond after a grand jury indictment. It was April 8th, 2011, when Okland was found with 2 gunshot wounds at a model townhome where she was hosting an open house. Police say Okland was shot once in the head and a second time in the chest. By 2021, West Des Moines officials had interviewed 500 people and followed up on 900 tips. In addition, Okland's family offered a reward of up to $150,000 for information leading to an arrest. And while an arrest is a major step in the case, prosecutors say the work is not done. Local 5's J.D. Snover explains the link between the victim and the woman charged with her murder.
After nearly 15 years of searching and thousands of tips from the general public, police officers and other high-ranking officials are now speaking out following an arrest in the high-profile murder of Ashley Okland. After 15 years of intensive police work and 15 years of unanswered questions for an entire community,
Ashley's story has kept many of us awake at night, revisiting the details over and over in our minds.
With her case long haunting not only her peers, but realtors around the country.
Ashley's story has haunted a very frightened community of professional realtors who have forever changed how they hold open houses and conduct business on a daily basis.
Police say they have reached a major milestone in one of Central Iowa's biggest mysteries.
What I can tell you is that after hearing the evidence, a Dallas County grand jury issued a true bill indicting Kristen Ramsey with the murder of Ashley Okland.
Ramsey has been an employee with a subsidiary of Iowa Realty, the same company Ashley worked for, since a few months after the murder, according to a spokesperson with the group. In a statement to Local 5, they add, quote, "While we take comfort that Ashley's family finally, and our community as a whole, has closure, it is with tremendous shock and sadness that we learned of the arrest. Along with everyone in our community, we are understandably stunned." According to her social media, Ramsey also worked for Rutland Homes at the time of the murder. But while the arrest marks a major step forward, prosecutors and police emphasize the case is not closed until after a conviction, and Ashley's siblings say they have full confidence moving forward. Now, although a county grand jury did provide an indictment in the case, Ramsey is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. In West Des Moines, I'm J.D. Snover, Local 5 News.
Ashley's violent death caused a lot of Central Iowa realtors to question their safety. Local 5's Brandon Wynn shares how the real estate industry responded. Brandon.
That's right, Emily. Ashley Okland's death in 2011 sent shockwaves all throughout the entire realty world. In the years that followed, realtors have made changes to protect themselves and others in the profession.
15 years of reflection on Ashley Okland's death has made safety a top priority when selling houses. Gavin Blair, CEO of Iowa Realtors, was a realtor when Okland was killed. He says her death made the realty community think twice on what needed to change.
Realtors immediately were trying to find what happened first off, what can they do to protect themselves, and how can they be safer in their job every day. So immediately the Des Moines area realtors came up with a safety pledge.
That safety pledge has become standard for realtors across the country. The pledge asked realtors to work in pairs, utilize various safety apps, and research clients before meeting one-on-one. The fear that Okland's death caused in the realty community is still felt 15 years later. Blair says this death made a lot of realtors rework how they show houses.
I think it put it in everybody's forefront that, hey, every job's dangerous to some degree, but you really need to take seriously when you're meeting, for example, a client you've never met before. Do your homework, understand who they are, where they came from, their background.
Since the safety pledge was introduced shortly after Okland's death, agencies in all 50 states have started putting the principles into practice. Iowa Realty released a statement to Local 5 saying in part that Ashley Okland's tragic passing was something that not only deeply impacted our company and community, but the national real estate world as a whole.
Whether you are shopping for a home or a realtor, Blair also encouraged all people to look at the safety pledge so that Oakland's death may not be in vain. Emily?
All right, thanks so much, Brandon. Ashley's name and the story of her death, of course, the big story today here in central Iowa and across the state. But she was more than how she died, and we want to take some time to remember how she lived. Ashley's obituary said she was born in Ames and went to high school in Huxley before spending time at both UNI and Iowa State, where she graduated. Ashley loved to travel, spend time with her friends, and volunteer. Her family wrote that she was a beautiful girl inside and out. Ashley was also a volunteer with Variety. That's a group here in the Metro that works to improve the lives of Iowa kids. The group honored Ashley by naming its inclusive playgrounds in her honor. There's one in Ewing Park in Des Moines and another at Greenbelt Landing in Clive that is set to open this spring. If you missed today's news conference on the big break in the Ashley Okland case, we got you covered. You can watch the entire thing, available to stream anytime over on We Are Iowa Plus.